Today, we're at the asymmetric house, and this is Gutex. And as you know from previous videos, this is all over the outside. But this is just wood fiber, and this is just wood fiber, and this is cellulose. And this is what's in all of our walls. And what's really interesting is this form of cellulose is just ground up newspaper. And it's ground up newspaper, so recycled product put inside of our walls behind this barrier. Now, it's already on the inside of the air barrier and the water barrier on the outside of the house, but it fills all of our cavities. It replaces the typical insulation that you see, batt insulation, and in most houses that batt insulation is either fiberglass or rock wool. Now, this cellulose is a lot better than both of those products for several reasons. Firstly, it stops all the air migration through the walls. So walls packed with cellulose are actually a lot better and more durable in fires because the fire can't come up through this cavity. There's no way for air to get into this cavity when it's filled with cellulose. And this cellulose has a material called borax or sodium borate in it. And when that borax is put into this cellulose at about 5%, it's a non-flammable material. So we can take this cellulose, put a torch on it, and it won't burn. It will just smolder. This is really interesting. All insulation is really difficult to install, and you see two different types of insulations before us. This cellulose is on our exterior walls, and then this sheep's wool made into a batt is on our interior walls. Both of them are crucial to install correctly for the goals that we're trying to achieve with them. For the exterior insulation, the cellulose, we want it to be at a significant density. So in this 2x6 wall, we have to have 3.5 pounds per cubic foot of cellulose in this wall. And unfortunately, a lot of the insulation guys don't do the right job. So it should all be like this, where it's firm to the touch and it's hard to push in. But here, there's no cellulose. And if I take my hand and I put it behind the screen, I can compress that cellulose, meaning that there's not enough in this wall. And that's the problem. And that's really why, as a general contractor, we earn our money by having to quality control all the other trades. And insulation, because it's so important, is one of the trades that we have to kind of quality control the most. We have to tell them to come back and do it right so that we don't get these little voids, these weaknesses in the wall insulation, because those voids allow moisture to go out of the envelope and cool on the inside of the plywood and cause condensation and lead to mold. So this is really important that we get right. So the insulation guys are going to go around this house, they're going to insulate it, and then we're going to come back and we're going to mark with a Sharpie on the walls all the places where they need to put more insulation in to build it up. All of these walls should have a bow to them so that when the sheetrock comes in here, it compresses that bow, compresses that insulation and makes it more dense, because we want that density for multiple reasons. First of all, batt insulation, especially fiberglass insulation, tends to settle over time. And if it was a batt like this, it would settle over time and then result in a gap. And that gap causes that insulation to lose 50% of its value. So in this whole wall cavity, if we have a 1/2 inch of gap right here, the air can come on the outside of the wall and on the inside of the wall, leading to moisture and air infiltration and heat transfer, reducing the efficiency by 50%. So we need to make sure that if this is an exterior wall, all of these little gaps are filled. That's why I don't like batts, is it's really, really hard to put it in correctly. We even see over here, in this wall right here, we have a coil of wire wrapped up in here, and it's impossible to put this batt in correctly. And so we need to know how to do it correctly and make sure that we don't have any gaps. So all of these gaps right here are going to have to be filled with insulation later. And the same is true with cellulose. Now, cellulose doesn't allow gaps because it's not a solid form, but it does allow weaknesses. And those weaknesses will tend to settle over time. And in 10 years, we'll have a gap at the top of the insulation. And so what we do is we pack it so full that if I was to fill this entire cavity with insulation, and then I were to take it and just rip out the center, the top would still stay there without any material below it because it's in such a high density. And that's what we're aiming for, is a high density of insulation to make sure that over time, these walls perform just as well now as they did then. That's why we prefer a blown-in material like cellulose or even fiberglass and not a batt insulation like this. If you're interested in learning more about building science, Hit subscribe as we show you how to build a better way.